Barrel rolls is the reporter thrown into the secretive world of the Forex Super Model, where nothing is as it seems. Beware the techno monk, and steer clear of Professor Code and his two assistants. Give the senior trader a wide berth, and don't expect any sense from the risk manager.
Hello, I'm Professor Code at the Forex Super Model, and this is the weekly review for Monday the 28th of December 2020 to the 1st of January in the new year 2021. Now what we've done here is we've written it up to start with to save time. So first of all, Happy New Year to everyone, and hope it all goes well in 2021. So let's get going then. So these are actually the monthly flows for December. So this is for the whole month. Right, so you can read it in case you can't. Euro dollar plus 287. Excuse me. So that basically means that during the month of December, the euro dollar as a pair went up 287 pips or points. Euro yen plus 171. Euro pound minus 21, pound dollar plus 353, pound yen plus 221, and dollar yen minus 109. Now, looking at the actually bracketed flows then for the month of December, the month we just had, we've got the dollar as the negative opposed driver at minus 749. A negative rock in the yen at minus 283. You've then got the opposing positive flows, front and back door, going into primarily the pound at plus 595, and significantly as well into the euro at plus 437. So this was on activity of plus or minus 1032 points. So a pretty active month, December, that's just gone by, and that's where we are at the moment. So we've now got the weekly flows here. So this is for the last week. This is what the heading of the video was. So this is from the Monday the 28th of December to Friday the 1st of January. Bearing in mind that the 1st of January was New Year's Day and the markets were closed, but we've run it through anyway. So let's have a look again then. So we've got the euro dollar for that week, shortened week for trading days. Euro dollar then plus 19. So the euro dollar during that week went up plus 19 pips or points. Euro yen minus 16. Euro pound minus 58. Pound dollar plus 125. Pound yen plus 89, and dollar yen minus 32. Now when you look at the overall bracketed flows for the week, you get this situation. You get the pound as the unopposed positive driver at plus 272. We've got no backdoor flows because it's unopposed, and so they're all front door flows, and they primarily went out of the dollar at minus 176, next out of the euro at minus 55, and next out of the yen at minus 41. So, and that was on activity of plus or minus 272. So, and finally, just before we move on to the next section, these are the complex positioning, and these are full complexes of 7 pairs, not the shortened daily review complex of the three pairs. So these are full complex positionings as of the 27th, 28th of December. So they're very relevant still. The pound complex is at a point of, it's 21% off the modelled floor. So the CAD is 37% off the modelled floor, a bit higher. The euro is 44% off the modelled floor, and the AUD is 46%. So the AUD is nearly at the halfway mark, and the yen pushes us over the halfway mark at 56%. So it's getting nearer. At 56%, the yen is getting nearer the top or the ceiling of the model rather than the floor. So that's why I've put that line there. The dollar is at 58% off the floor, and the New Zealand dollar at 64%, and the Swiss franc at 73%. So the extremes are pound is positioned quite near the floor at 21%, Swiss franc positioned getting up there 3/4 of the way up, 1/4 from the top. So so any other observations we can make from this then? Well, clearly we've got this week we had the Brexit news. I forget what day it came out, but that basically pumped the pound to the exclusion of all else. So we got this the pound as the unopposed positive driver, and all week it's been pretty strong. Over the month, the pound wasn't the driver; it was the positive secondary driver, and we had dollar weakness throughout the month, really, which outgunned the pound's strength, if you like. So interestingly, then over the month we had dollar weakness beating pound strength, and in the last week we've had complete pound dominance. So I'm just going to break it there so that I can write up the daily flows to save time. So see you in a second. Welcome back, you've made it. Right, so I've written up the daily flows to save time, as I said. This is for the week we just mentioned, which is Monday the 28th to Friday the 1st of the new year. Now, Monday then. So Monday we had a negative driver in the pound. It was opposed by the yen. The flows primarily went into the euro and to a lesser extent, but still significantly, into the dollar. And this was an activity of 257. So we had on Monday we had pound weakness and euro strength. Right, so let's just flash through this and then we'll discuss it quickly. So Tuesday the 29th then, we had dollar weakness this time. It was the opposed negative driver, and then you had yen as the negative rock, and the opposing flows primarily went into the pound and the euro to a lesser extent. Wednesday then, and that was on activity of 126 for Tuesday. Wednesday we've got the pound as the unopposed positive driver Wednesday, and this was at activity of 228, and the opposing flows predominantly, if you look, the yen was -10 and the euro was -8, but the absolute bulk of them came out of the dollar at -210. And finally, before we talk about this, Thursday the 31st, we've got euro weakness at -236 as the opposed negative driver. The yen basically staying put at -3, so that was a really strong rock in the yen. And we've got the opposing positive flows primarily going into the pound and to a lesser extent the dollar, and that was on activity of ±239. Right, so that, bearing in mind the weekly flows as a whole, just to remind yourself, I've had to rub them off, but to remind yourself, the driver was over the week was the pound, which was the unopposed positive driver. So the pound was bid on those pairs to the detriment of everything else over the week. But on a daily individual basis, so on Monday, despite the pound ending up the unopposed positive driver, people didn't like it. This was when it was darkest doom and gloom Monday about whether there'd be a deal or what have you on Brexit. So you can see that the pound was shunned on the Monday, and yet over the week it ended up the unopposed positive driver. Now also on a weekly basis, the dollar was the weakest by far, so the bulk of the pound positive flows came out of the dollar, and here you have on Monday the dollar was strong, right? So, and then on Tuesday it's starting to play to the weekly script a bit. You've got pound strength, but it isn't the driver. The dollar is the negative opposed driver, so the dollar's taking on that role. And then Wednesday, the pound starts to really play to the script and is the unopposed positive driver, with the dollar equally reading the script at -210 to the detriment, and the yen and the euro are hardly moving, interestingly. So that's what happened on Wednesday. On Thursday, the final trading day, despite Friday being because of New Year's Day, etc. So, and we've got the pound relinquishing its position as the positive driver. It's still receiving the bulk of the positive flows, but the euro was heavily sold off on Thursday, and the yen held its own again. Now that's the common theme of the week, really. The yen is staying very static, so that's something to bear in mind as we go into the new year for trading. So that was on Thursday at activity of ±239. So that was the situation. Just to quickly sum up then, over the week we had pound strength, dollar weakness, and then on individual days, initially due to the Brexit negative noise, we had a reversal of that, but eventually they started to come through and play to that game towards the end of the week. And then the most notable pair or complex, if you like, was the yen in some respects, because it's lock solid in a position. So that quite often will give us clues into next week. So hope that was useful. We're going to start the daily briefings on Monday the 4th, which is this coming Monday. See you then.